భరతమాత అభినుతించెదమమ్మా భరతమాత. నిత్యోత్సవం తల్లి నిత్యోత్సవం, నిత్యోత్సవం నీకు నిత్యోత్సవం. త్యాగయ్య సంగీత కర్పూర జ్యోతిలో, క్షేత్రయ్య మూవ గోపాలుని మురళిలో, గోపన్న భక్తి రసపాన పరితృప్తిలో, అన్నమాచార్యుపద నీరాజనమ్ములో, నిత్యోత్సవం తల్లి నిత్యోత్సవం, నిత్యోత్సవం నీకు నిత్యోత్సవం. ಜೋಗದ ಸಿರಿ ಬೆಳಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಗಯತನೆ ಬಳುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಹ್ಯಾದ್ರಿಯ ಲೋಹದ ದಿರವು ತುಂಗದ ನಿಲುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರಿದ್ವರ್ಣವನದ ತೋಗ ಗಂಧ ತರುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿತ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ತಾಯಿ ನಿತ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ.
I am very happy to associate in this wonderful symposium. I once again welcome all the dignitaries, learners, scholars in different states and other across things. Really, it is a very good job, the Tamil Department, Dravidian University. They are doing a wonderful symposium with the association of Sahitya Academy. Our secretary or something, Chandrasekhar, wonderfully presented how the Sahitya Academy rendering the service in different modes for writings, for translations, for conducting symposiums, for conducting seminars, for conducting awards, and etc. etc. Anyhow, it is better to speak in my mother tongue. Why? Because I am a native of Telugu, nearby the Chittoor district, Somala, a small village, very small village, not more than that 100 huts, not any buildings, not any bangla, all these things. కుగ్రామము అంటారు. అక్కడి నుంచి నేను వచ్చాను. నేను నా మూలాలు, నా వేర్లు కూడా అక్కడే ఉన్నాయి. అక్కడి నుంచి అంచెలంచెలుగా నేను ఎదగడం జరిగింది. శ్రీ వెంకటేశ్వర విశ్వవిద్యాలయంలో I did my post graduation, I did my MPhil, PhD with the great scholars Professor Ketu Vishwanath Reddy and Professor G.N. Reddy, who worked as a Vice Chancellor for SP University in 1983. At that time, I am the favorite student of G.N. Reddy. Okay. Inaugural సెషన్లో తమిళ శాఖ అత్యంత ఇష్టంగా, గౌరవంగా నన్ను ఇక్కడికి ఆహ్వానించి ఈ సింపోజియాన్ని మీరు ఇనాగరేట్ చేయాలన్నప్పుడు ఐ ఫెల్ట్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ. Really. Why? Because I am a creative writer. Since 35 years, I have produced a lot of short stories. I trained the hundreds of writers. I have given more than 10-15 anthologies in different parts. what we are going to speak in marginal line. All these things 25 years back we have published. Palle Mangali Kathalu, Faction Kathalu, Hyndravati Kathalu, Tungabhadra Kathalu, Katha Samayam Kathalu. Also my personal short stories, Mattipoi, Adapam, a 30 stories for a single community. On this earth, everybody have their own story. I know. But people can say each and every one a story every day. But to write a short story is a very, very, very difficult. There is no room for gloom. But in novel, we have a big canvas. We can create wonders in novel. From 100 pages to 1000 pages, novels are there. When we see Tolstoy, a great legendary Russian writer, War and Peace, Anna Karenina, like that. You can take Turgenev, you can take Gorky, you can take Mayakovsky, Dostoevsky, Balzac, Jack London. A wonderful novelist across the. James Joyce is there. Virginia Woolf is there. They did so many experiments on their writings. Now today these people came and asked postmodernism. My personal view, India never became a modern. Still today. We will see so many people, those who are under marginal right. There are so many occupations. There are so many which are not able to tell their castes even today. I am so and so. I came from so and so social background. My father is so and so. My mother is so and so. No, even today. But I don't know how people are saying that modern and modernism. It's a very difficult concept. That I know. Very, very difficult. By time, or by situation, or by philosophical, or by how we can define a modern. Who is modern? Having shirt, pant, suit, and other shoes. But he always goes to the temple and he will take the. I mean, he do the all pujas and all these things. I think physically we are modern, but mentally we are not modern. It is my personal view. Maybe wrong. If I may wrong, I can correct myself. I never hesitate. Why? Because world is so big. We don't have one opinion. That's why what is a novel? It is a narrative form. A fictitious story, a fictitious characters, a fictitious situations and incidents. How a writer can create all these things? Is it his own? No, no, no. Everything he will pick up from society. I have seen the Sri Kumar, I have seen the Vishnu Kumar, I have seen the Akbitar, I have seen the Chandrasekhar, I have seen the Thiranvel. By seeing in my insight, I like his nose, I like his eyes, I like his ears, I like his cheeks. Whenever I am going to write a short story, I will pick up all these things for my characters. So, there is no writer here. A writer is an artist. He can create anything. So, what is postmodernism means? To innovate the new theories in a different form. When all people are writing in a one form, somebody will go to some other form. A deconstruction. Really, I don't know what is postmodernism. On those days, I wrote a short story, White Cross. It is a big shock to the society. Where we have seen the White Cross? How the White Cross? Somebody people says, I have seen there, I have seen in Japan and some others. The foolish fellows. There is no White Cross. A people who are not living in a good manner and who become the culprits in this society, all these people are White Cross. I think I have conveyed the message. I want the water. No problem. Give me your bottle. For my concern, I read Veeraslingam, I read Chilkamarti, I read Tallaprakal Surya Prakash Rao, Gogate Kanakaraju. All these people are the first stage writers, wonderful writers. Then in Telugu there is a vast, the great Chalam has taken hundreds of the women's tone in his creative literature. Gopichand, Buchibabu, Rao Shastri, Kutumrao, all these people wonderful, wonderful writers. Ravi Shastri. We will never see such a great legendary writer. They have produced hundreds of novels. Vishwanatha, though he is very, very rigid man in his writings, Mary Padagalu, a wonderful novel, more than 1,000 pages. He dictated that novel within 27 days for a competition purpose on those days. We come across the Telugu, there is a Chandidas, a wonderful writer, Himajwala Anukshanikam. I think after the 70s and 80s and 90s, there is a wave, a new wave. Maybe that is a postmodernism wave. We can see all these things in poetry in a different form. But in prose, it is highly, highly difficult to maintain such a big canvas with a deconstruction sentences. So, to understand our knowledge, what is novel? Novel is a pocket of world. మొత్తం ప్రపంచం నీ జోబులో ఇమిడిపోతుంది ఒక నవల అంటే. ఎంఎస్కో నవలలు కన్నా చూస్తే మనం ఇట్లా చేతిలో పట్టుకొని హ్యాండ్ బుక్ లాగా ఉంటాయి, ఎక్కడైనా చదువుకోవచ్చు. సో తమిళ్లో కూడా ఐ హ్యావ్ రెడ్ అఖిలన్, చిత్రసుందరి, జయకాంతన్, కొన్ని సమయాల్లో కొందరు, నిరంజన్ కన్నడ మరణానంతరం, లైక్ దట్ శివరామ్ కారంత్, a great legendary writer of the Kannada, మరల మన్నిగది మల్లా సేద్యానికి, like that Chomanadudi, a small novel, what a wonderful novel. A oppressed caste, maybe SC or something, a fellow. His aspiration is only just a land, a bit of land, and to have 2 bullocks to do the cultivation. The total his life is disturbed like anything because of this casteism and all these things. At the last he will become mad, and he took his dappu, "24 hours he has doing his music." Just he lost his breath. Really a wonderful, wonderful novel, Chomanadudi. And also Chemin Tagali Shivashankara Pillai. In poetry, Sachidanandamurti. I have read all world, Bengali, Marathi, Assami, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu. I don't know Tulu. I never get a good translation. Suppose anybody have that Tulu novel, a translation, kindly help me. I am very fascinated to read the book. Not now, since my childhood. Every day I used to read one novel. Every day. My reading fast is very fast. If I will take the 300-page book within 4 or 5 hours, I will complete. I don't want to keep all this in mind. The main theme, how is continuing. Maybe in Telugu there is a postmodernism. In some people, I think Ramanajivi, he wrote some short stories. G. Lakshmi Narasimha, he produced some criticism on postmodernism. Dirupati Rao also who is fascinated with postmodernism. Who is that? Okay. Like that, there is Papinian Shivshankar also. He has given some postmodern things. What is a novel? It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful genre given by the capitalistic society like a gift. ఈ మొత్తం మానవ ప్రపంచానికి పెట్టుబడిదారు సమాజం అందించినటువంటి అపురూపమైనటువంటి కానుకల్లో నవల ఒకటి. ఒక వ్యవస్థ వచ్చిన తర్వాత దుష్ఫలితాలు ఉంటాయి, మంచి ఫలితాలు ఉంటాయి. మనం మంచి ఫలితాలే తీసుకోవాలి. ఒక సజీవ జగత్తుతో పరిచయం చేసే కళాకృతి నవల అన్నారు. మేబీ there are some fictitious characters and incidents and dialogues and situations, but it can reflect a real society. ఒక సజీవ జగత్తు, a living with flesh and blood, with all their feelings. పరిచయం చేసేటటువంటి కళాకృతి, an art form. It can give a wonderful message, a wonderful customs, a wonderful feelings, a wonderful pains, a wonderful thoughts, what not. So we cannot define what is modernism, what is postmodernism, like this. Really, it is a very hard task. Very hard task. There are hundreds of writers. Whenever the reader touch the either novel or a short story, within 1 minute he can says it is good or bad. Why? Because it is in a very simple, loosey style. Very simple, loosey style. So it is not that much easy to write the prose. Whereas in poetry, you have so many ways to hide yourself. అలంకారాలు ఉంటాయి, ఛందస్సు ఉంటుంది, రసం ఉంటుంది, ధ్వని ఉంటుంది, ఇంకా రీతులు ఉంటాయి. అందువల్ల నువ్వు కవిత్వంలో ఏదైనా నువ్వు కప్పిపుచ్చుకోవచ్చు. కానీ వచనంలో నో 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 మొదటి వాక్యమే నీ సత్తా ఎందుకు చెప్పేస్తుంది. I have gone through 100,000 of novels. Kovalli Jampana in Telugu, they have given the 1,000 novels. Once their novels are sell out like kg, 2 kgs, 3 kgs, 4 kgs, like that. I have given the 1,000 novels. Kovali, Jambana. There are so many detective novels also. There are so many historical novels. There are so many Pauranika novels. There are so many social novels. There are so many, I think a few humorous novels are there. To write a humor is not a joke. What is a joke means? To speak truth. When you speak truth, it will become joke. So, you have given me a good opportunity to see all my learned friends. Mr. T.S. Chandrasekhar Raju, Sahitya Academy, Chennai, and Chandra Bose, Shiva Subramaniam Acharya, and a writer and Jamalam, Dr. B. Ravikumar, Dr. A. Mattayan, Dr. R. Raja. All these people are today participating in this symposium. They are going to give their good papers, good messages, good analysis, and all these things. So once again, I thankful to all dignitaries and all learned scholars and my dear colleague Acquitted Babu and Chandrasekhar T.S. I think he's a very dynamic and young, seems to be very fine. I think not lost a good, a very wonderful scholar, Thiruvanveli, and all our good staff members, Padmanabhan, Vishnukumaran, and Mariappan, and next I think Ganesh Murthy. For every day they used to come to all these 5 members to my chamber. For any cause. For simple cause or a big cause. Sir, please. Sometimes I said that I am a very common man. I don't want to get any hierarchy. Moreover, I came from Central University background. There we never followed any hierarchy. Even Modi also, my dear Modi, we can speak like that. My dear Vice Chancellor, my dear colleague, there is no such type of all these kiritas and all these things. All designations. Everybody, they have the 10 or 15 patents in Central University. There are Padma Vibhushan, there are Padma Shri, there are Bhatnagar awardees. They are wonderful, wonderful scholars. Those who have contributed a very lot to the society. Topmost university now in the India. With that background I came here. When I see the group of people, I may confuse something. They may come to ask something. Can I provide or not? I have my own suspicions. Why? Because I am a human being. I too have all these things. With this short note, my colleague Sharada, my colleagues Sri Kumar, and all learned, those who are assembled here. Maybe I could not find the backside. Some people are there. Once again, I am very thankful to give me this opportunity to see all the people, a new world in my words. With these remarks, I can conclude. I will take leave.